Hey everyone, Raz, the founder of Chartbrew here, and I'm gonna show you a few features that were added to the customer I/O integration, mainly campaign metrics. So now it's possible to get campaign data in Chartbrew. So let's create a new connection. I'm gonna name it appropriately, copy my API key over here, and if you don't know how to get your API key, just click on this icon over here, and you're gonna see all the steps you need to take. And then select my region to Europe. Again, click on this icon if you don't know your location, and it's going to take you to a page where you can see that. Test the connection and see if it works properly. And we have a success message, that means it's fine, so let's save. Okay, let's create an awesome chart. Click on Start Editing. Add our first dataset, connect it to customer I/O, and now let's get some data. So the customers part is the same as before. I'm just gonna quickly show you how this works. So you can get customers based on segment conditions or attribute conditions. For example, if you select segments, you can say I want to see all the customers that were signed up and are free customers. Click on this, and then you can make the request and get the customers that you need. I'm not going to click now because there might be some sensitive data appearing there. So let's go over the new stuff. So this is the new option over here. It's campaign metrics. And as soon as you click this, Chartbrew will fetch all your campaigns from customer I/O. For this video, I'm going to show you the onboarding campaign metrics. And as you can see the status of all your campaigns as well. So let's click on onboarding campaign. And then we can see three different options over here. So one is campaign metrics, which gives you the metrics of the overall campaign, and then action metrics gives you metrics for each individual action in the campaign, and then journey metrics, it shows you, the metrics of all the customers that are going through your campaign. Let's quickly go over the campaign metrics and see different options that we have here. Maybe I'll move my camera somewhere here. Okay, so in here we can select these labels to tell Chartbrew which metric we want. So you can see the most used ones will be delivered, open, clicked, and converted. But we can click on Show All, and then we can see all the different statuses of messages to get the metrics for. For this example, I'm going to click on Delivered. Also, you can also get the campaign link metrics. So in your campaign, you can have different links to different sites, and then if you click over here, you can get a click time series chart. So it's going to show you how many people, for example, clicked on your links in a campaign over a period of time, and we can also get the total clicks, so we can see how many clicks we got in the campaign. In this case, let's click over on Delivered. So we want to see how many messages were delivered in this campaign daily for a period of 30 days. So you can also change this to hourly, weekly, monthly, and then you can also select your range of days over here. But in this case, let's just choose the last 30 days. It's probably the most common one. Then we have types of messages. So here in customer I/O, you can send messages through different mediums. So you can have email, webhook, Twilio, and so on. And we can select here what type of messages we want to show on the chart. We can also select multiple ones. So for example, I can select email and Slack maybe, and then I get metrics for these. And if I have this box empty, then it means I get all the messages for this campaign. So let's click on Make Request and get some data. After a few seconds, I'm gonna get some JSON data over here. This is something that Chartbrew uses to create the chart. So you can see the date and how many messages were delivered. So let's click on Build the chart. And most likely you're going to have a straight line to start with. This is because Chartbrew automatically does a count on the y-axis. We don't want that, we want no operation over there. Just going to move this over here. And now we have a chart showing the messages that were delivered for the last 30 days in a time series chart. And we can also select KPI with chart over here, so we can see the last day there were 37 messages that were delivered. We can edit the legend, and now we can see delivered both here and on the chart. And to quickly add a new data set to this chart, I click on here, and let's say I want to see also the messages that were opened. So select customer IO. So this is basically the same steps as before. Select campaigns, select onboarding campaign, campaign metrics, but this time click on open over here, and now make the request. And my image is always on the way, and build the chart. Remember, as before, select no operation here because we don't want the count operation y-axis. And now we can see how many messages were delivered and how many messages were opened. Maybe name this appropriately. And here we go. Toggle the draft off, and if I go to the dashboard, I have my first chart over here, and I can change the size to be large, for example. Let's create a chart that shows some action metrics. So the same as before, select your customer IO connection and get some data over here. I'm gonna still use the onboarding campaign for this example, and when we click on action metrics, we're gonna see another drop down. It's gonna give us all the actions that are available in this campaign. So if we select, let's say, join Discord, so we can say I want to see how many join Discord messages were delivered in this campaign. And I can choose again the period, daily, and how many days. We're just gonna leave it by default now, and also the messages. I'm gonna leave it empty so then it gets all the messages that were sent. If I click on make the request, I'm gonna get some data. And the same as before, I'm gonna select no operation over here, and I can say join Discord. So these are all the messages that were sent for join Discord, for the join Discord action. So if I toggle this off, I go here, I can see the new chart on the dashboard. And now I'm going to show you the journey metrics. I'm just going to leave the name like that for now. Customer IO, get data. So I'm going to select the same campaign, and this time click on journey metrics. So you can see that the labels are different for the journey metrics because the metrics we're going to get for this are a bit different. So you can see how many started, activated, exited, and so on. So let's select started from here, and we're going to see that we can select the range that we want to see metrics in. So in this case, 30 days is selected by default, but let's change this for this example and say I want to see how many started in the last 60 days. And we can choose the period, hourly, daily, weekly, monthly. And the same, we can select the messages types, but we're just going to leave them all and make the request. I get some data. Again, select here now operation. And now we're going to see the journey of the onboarding campaign for how many people started the campaign. And then what's useful here is that we can, for this type of chart, we can accumulate the data. So this will be useful to get the total amount of journeys. So see over here we have a total amount of 125. And what we can do even more is select the KPI view. So then we have a clear number of how many journeys were started. So I can say journeys over here, and it will modify the text under the metric. And toggle this off and go to dashboard. And now we have my face in the way. Now we have this KPI chart over here, and I can, for example, say I want to make this small and I want to move it all the way to the top. And yeah, here we go. We have a tiny dashboard that we created super quickly with the new campaigns feature in customer integration. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them as comments to the video or join the Discord. That will be awesome. I'll leave all the links in the description of this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys.